Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive? Today we're going to be talking about something pretty interesting,
Yeah.
AI.
Hmm.
But we're not talking about, self-driving cars or the latest chatbot.
Right.
We're going deep into how AI is shaking things up in a very traditional industry,
Yeah.
oil and gas.
Right.
Specifically, we're going to break down this thing called the Microsoft Sales Order Agent. And let me tell you, this is some seriously next-level stuff. We'll cover everything. We'll talk about natural gas production, these complex order processes, what the heck intelligent processing is, and, of course,
Oh,
the Permian Basin.
the Permian Basin. Can't forget that.
All right, so let's kick things off with a big picture view, right?
Yeah.
What's going on in the U.S. natural gas market right now? What trends are we seeing? What's driving production forecasts?
Well, the U.S. natural gas market it's really booming right now.
Hmm.
We're seeing forecasts predicting a major surge in production. And this is all thanks to, a bunch of different factors, really. You got technological advancements like hydraulic fracturing. This has unlocked, huge reserves that we couldn't get to before.
Oh, interesting.
And then on top of that, you have this ever-growing demand, right? Both here in the U.S. and globally, especially as countries try to move away from coal. Natural gas is, it's becoming even more important.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is something that, even if you don't work in the energy sector, it still impacts us all, right? Think about it.
Right.
Natural gas prices, those affect everything, from how much we pay to heat our homes to how much our electricity bill is every month. And all of this just makes efficient order management. That becomes even more crucial, right?
It's essential.
And this is where this whole Microsoft Sales Order Agent thing comes into play. So can you break this down for us a bit? What exactly is it? And, why is it such a big deal for the oil and gas world?
Okay, so imagine this. You have the super smart AI system
Okay.
that's basically a command center for all things sales and logistics in the oil and gas world.
Hmm.
Because think about it, this industry is incredibly complex.
Oh, yeah.
You have suppliers and refineries, pipelines, distributors, all these moving parts.
Right.
Trying to manage all of that manually, that's just asking for errors, delays, and just headaches all around.
So it's almost like a super smart assistant for oil and gas companies.
Exactly.
I like that. The sources we sent, you mentioned a couple of things like
Yeah.
intelligent processing and inventory management
Right.
as being some of its key features. But I think those terms can sound a little, jargony.
They can be.
Can you break those down for us? What do they actually mean in practice?
Absolutely. So intelligent processing, that's all about using AI to analyze tons of data. And TONS. We're not just talking spreadsheets here. It uses all these advanced algorithms, machine learning, deep learning, to crunch numbers from everywhere. We're talking historical order data, current inventory levels, even real-time market prices. They even factor in things like weather patterns.
Now the weather too.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Okay.
And all this data gets crunched. And the sales order agent, it makes predictions, recommendations, things that humans, we just couldn't do on our own at that speed or scale.
It's almost like having, a crystal ball.
Right.
But for managing your oil and gas inventory.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it.
All right, so I have to ask, how does all of this actually work in a real scenario? Give us a concrete example. How's the AI in the sales order agent actually making a difference?
Okay, let's say you have a refinery that needs a very specific type of crude oil to make gasoline, right?
Okay.
The sales order agent can look at all their past orders, their
Uh-huh.
future projected needs based on demand. It can even suggest different suppliers if prices are going crazy, or maybe there's a supply chain issue, a pipeline breaks or something.
Yeah.
This level of automation, it can drastically reduce the time it takes to get supplies, and it makes sure those refineries have what they need exactly when they need it.
That's impressive. The sources we read, they talked a lot about the benefits of the sales order agent.
Yeah.
Like real tangible benefits, like a competitive edge.
Yeah.
So break that down a bit more. How does this all actually impact the bottom line for oil and gas companies?
Okay. The short answer is, well, it all comes down to efficiency. When you can automate all these super complex processes, it streamlines everything.
Okay.
Companies can cut costs, reduce their overhead, and minimize the risk of, those really expensive errors that can happen.
Right.
So we're talking about real savings,
Yeah.
which ultimately can lead to higher profits.
Okay, so it saves money.
That's a big part of it.
But it's got to be more than that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Imagine a company that can use this sales order agent to react instantly. If demand suddenly changes or there's like we said, a pipeline breaks, some kind of disruption, they can reroute shipments, adjust their production, basically capitalize on opportunities that their slower competitors would, completely miss out on.
So it's about agility.
Yes. That's huge in a fast-moving industry like oil and gas.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, like seriously revolutionary.
It is pretty amazing.
But I have to imagine that, actually implementing this technology, that can't be easy.
You're right. It's definitely not just plug and play.
So for companies out there that are thinking about adopting this, what are some of the things they really need to consider?
Well, first off, they need to look at their current systems, their data infrastructure, make sure everything is compatible.
Okay.
They might need to, invest in new hardware or software to make sure this sales order agent integrates smoothly.
That's always a challenge.
Yeah.
And of course, training staff. People need to know how to use this stuff.
It's essential.
It's definitely an investment, but it sounds like the potential return on that investment could be huge.
Oh, without a doubt. The companies that get this right, they're going to have a real advantage.
Okay, so we have to talk about the Permian Basin. Our sources mentioned it. And, it's kind of a big deal in the oil and gas world.
It is, definitely.
So why is this region, why is it particularly relevant when we're talking about, the potential of something like the sales order agent?
Okay, so the Permian Basin, right. It's like the heart of oil and gas production here in the U.S. It's this massive shale formation in Texas and New Mexico.
I've heard of it.
It's basically a massive network of wells, pipelines, all these processing facilities, a very complex operation, which makes it, well, kind of the perfect place to really test out the sales order agent.
So it's a proving ground.
You could say that. If the sales order agent can streamline everything, make things more efficient in a place as challenging as the Permian Basin, well, then it can work pretty much anywhere.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, this has been a fascinating look into how AI is, it's really shaking things up
It is.
in the oil and gas industry. And it seems like tools like the sales order agent, they could completely change how we produce and deliver energy, in the years to come.
No doubt.
So before we wrap up, here's a thought-provoking question for you listeners out there.
Okay.
What other industries that maybe seem really traditional, really set in their ways, what other industries out there could be ripe for this kind of AI disruption? What seemingly old school processes could be completely transformed in the near future?
It's a good question.
Think about it.
Definitely something to consider.
All right, everyone, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening.
It's been a pleasure.
Catch you next time.